I have said that didn't come to pass. The only thing that I'm waiting for is this Biafra to become an independent state. That is the only thing I've said that is yet to happen. But we are on the process of making it a reality. So when I joined, everybody knows that I said I will never be part of this more than 5 years and Biafra will come. So when I was saying I know the date was Biafra, I think that should have actually gives many of you some kind of sense of, articulating. If I have said from the beginning that I will not fight this more than 5 years and Biafra will come, you should know that I know exactly what I'm doing.
Wow. Wow. Honestly, we give Chukwu Kadama the glory, and you're just the man for the job. The new sheriff in town, and we can't settle for less. We are so happy.
God told me, pronounce it and I will make it a reality.
Wow. Honestly. Thank you. Please, Mazi Success, just know that if you have you want to interrupt me, just go ahead at any given time. You are always welcome, sir.
There's no problem. Just go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, sir. All right, we move. Mazi Onyeka, please grab the mic and let's hear you.
Thank you for having me. All protocol duly and humbly observed. More jog. Agaba do. My question is this: today, I was engaged with some poorly informed Biafrans in a conversation regarding the convention, and one of them raised the question that only the international community have the right to declare Biafra. Say you are poorly informed. That our Biafran people have the rights to give mandates to our prime minister to declare Biafra and wait for international community to recognize, countries to recognize. And we don't need much. So I want to be sure that my answer I gave him is correct. After the declaration of Biafra, which the Biafra people have given you the mandate to do so, after the declaration on December 2nd, how many countries we need for recognition before we can be a sovereign state? That is my question, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You answered correctly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But let me tell you, it is not about how many countries that you need. You can have all the countries in this world. Okay. You can be recognized by 20 countries and there are countries that when they say yes, others will not follow. And if they say no, even if you like, carry everybody along with you, you will never go anywhere. And that country is America. That is why it is very important that we educate the foreign policy makers and decision makers in the United States to understand that Biafra will be the solution to the instability that they have pumped billions of dollars for many years in the Sahel and beyond. So Biafra, we are presenting Biafra as a solution, which is exactly what it is. That's why we focus on educating them. Now, in the past, they will tell you that is nothing to show that you are actually, somebody is making noise. Can you stay muted, please?
Please, whose mic is open? Onyeka, mute your mic while you are listening to the PM, please.
In the past, all you do is noise, agitating without a structure, agitating without a foundation, agitating, just making noise, political pressure group. So nobody will take you serious. But they know that indeed Nigeria is not designed to provide the kind of solution that will put a stop to all the things going on in that region and beyond. So there is need for an alternative. But all the people that are bringing this alternative have not demonstrated the readiness to take that particular responsibility. So that's what we have done differently. So you need America. Once America goes, every other person follows. You will agree with me that during the Biafra civil and genocidal war, we have 4 to 5 country recognition. Did it give us independence? The answer is no. Did it make the United Nations recognize Biafra? The answer is no. But we have 4. And these 4 countries, or 5, are all members of the United Nations. It didn't give us the recognition. But had it been that America recognized Biafra, which they were actually about to, but because there were no foundation. When I mean foundation, I mean the kind of foundation that we have today, representation in the United States. A visible and good representation in the United States like we have it now. It does not exist. It didn't exist then. So there was no representation. But Nigeria is present in the US, so they know whatever that was going on, but Biafra doesn't have privilege to those information. So when America was turning its back on Nigeria, they begin to pressure the Biafra side to embrace peace and give up the fight. So it was actually a scam that Gowon did to Effiong, because Effiong did not know what America was thinking, because there was no representation. Today we have representation and we have voice and in Washington, D.C. We have voice in the Congress, and that's exactly what we will continue to educate them in the Congress to understand that that particular problem of 1960 has tripled, and there is a need to put a stop to it. Not only for the interest of Biafra, but for the interest of the United States and for the interest of the West, which will be in turn benefit Africa. So it is a win-win for everybody. How will you not abide and agree by that? So my brother, what we are doing in Finland is to generate this legal instrument, legal document. Like if you have been listening from the beginning, I was mentioning some of the international treaties, human rights treaties, United Nations human rights treaties and convention that we are going to ratify and assent in Finland during the convention to be a backbone for this legal document, including the result of the self-referendum, including the declaration document, including the constitution of Biafra people, and many other things that will be adopted. This whole thing will form the legal backbone and the legal document for Biafra government to pursue the recognition from the top, from the United States Congress, United States Department, and we educate them until they understand that Biafra is the only solution. As that is happening, we'll continue the eviction of Nigeria in Biafra land. Nigeria can never survive me.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. Happy Sunday to you and yours, wherever you are listening to us, to all our listeners all over the world, those in the Biafra land diaspora and the country called Nigeria, welcome back. And I say happy Sunday to you once again. As it be, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Nwanjoko, has given reasons why he would not obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu concerning halting the sit-at-home order. As it is, before I go into that, a lot of people have been suggesting that most of the directive that Kanu has been given recently is being done out of pressure, out of duress. Of course, you know that inside there in the DSS detention, he has no freedom of his own. He can say some things under duress. And the bench as we are talking to some people, reaching out to a lot of individuals, they say that yes, they know Kanu to be a brave man, but as it is, since he is single-handedly alone in the DSS detention, that some of his comments and statements could be under duress. But let's go down to see the reason why the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Ohamadike II of Ndigbo, have refused to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu concerning the sit at home. Of course, you know that this sit at home is geared to make sure that Kanu is released from the DSS detention. Meanwhile, let's see the reason of Mazi Simon Ekpa's decision. I won't obey Nnamdi Kanu's instruction to end sit at home in Southeast, Simon Ekpa vows. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Ekpa, has said he will not heed calls from incarcerated leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to put an end to the sit at home currently being enforced across the Southeast region every Monday. Ekpa reviewed this during a special episode of 90 Minutes Africa hosted by Rudolph Okonkwo on Tuesday. I won't listen to Nnamdi Kanu's instruction to end sit at home, the Finland-based pro-Biafra agitator stated. I will only listen to him not just when he becomes a free man, but he has to come to Finland to tell me face to face, he said. In July 2023, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in a letter read to the media by his special counsel Aloy Ejimako, instructed Simon Ekpa to desist from calling any sit at home forthwith. The IPOB leader further stated that anyone who continues the enforcement of the sit at home in the Southeast is not his disciple. However, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile said that the only condition for him to listen to such an instruction is that Nnamdi Kanu has to come to Finland and sit one-on-one with him. This is my condition, Mr. Ekpa declared. Even if they bring him out today and he stays in Nigeria and says, Simon Ekpa, stop, I am not going to stop, he vowed. Simon Ekpa explained that the sit-at-home exercise was a pathway to Biafra freedom. He insisted he has succeeded in crushing the economy of Nigeria, delegitimizing the Nigeria government in Biafra land, and demonstrating that the people don't listen to Nigeria authorities anymore. We are using 4 different mechanisms to pursue the freedom of Biafra, he stated. 1. The political diplomatic self-defense or armed struggle and the civil disobedience approach, he said. These are the 4 approaches we are using to delegitimize and fight Nigeria, and they are working perfectly. Responding to criticism that the sit-at-home is taking a toll on traders, students, and other residents of the region, Simon Ekpa argued that it was a price worth paying to achieve a better future for the people. The traders have a better business ahead of them, and the students will have better school to attend in future, he insisted. What we are doing is a price. They have to be paid for freedom. Freedom does not come easy. We are going to bring an alternative that will work for them, so they have to pay the price of not going to school if they have to. All right, welcome back. This is coming from the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He said that, of course, if actually Biafrans wants to be free, that there are some prices they have to pay. Of course, a lot of people have reported to him how the sit-at-home has crippled the economy of the southeastern people and has also affected the academic activities of the children living in Biafra land. And in response to that, Ekpa said that that freedom does not come easily, that it comes with a price, that the people must pay price now for a better future. I wonder, another information, Ejimako recalled how the UN Rights Council Working Group directed Buhari's government to release Kanu and compensate him in July 2022. On Saturday, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu's lead counsel Aloy Ejimakor urged President Bola Tinubu not to dishonor the United Nations UN like ex-President Muhammadu Buhari. Ejimakor recalled how the UN Rights Council Working Group directed Buhari's government to release Kanu and compensate him in July 2022. He disclosed that Kanu's case has moved from legal to political, hence the need for Tinubu to release Kanu. In a statement he signed, Ejimakor said in July 2022, the United Nations Human Rights Council, through a landmark opinion issued by its working group, directed the Buhari-led government of Nigeria to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and accord him a pathway to compensation of his infamous extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021. The 17-page opinion in its disposition or conclusion states that the working group considered that, taking into account all the circumstances of the case, the appropriate remedy would be for the government of Nigeria to release Mr. Kanu immediately and accord him an enforceable right to compensation and other reparations in accordance with international laws. As a background, the working group of the United Nations Human Rights Council, in a quasi-judicial body that has the legal mandate of the United Nations to receive and adjudicate human rights petitions against member nations of the UN. Accordingly, its decision, diplomatically called opinion, are legally binding on all members of nations of United Nations, including Nigeria. In addition to Nigeria being a bona fide member of the United Nations, this very UN decision on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is primarily predicated on the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, by which Nigeria is legally bound by virtue of its ratification by an act of the National Assembly under Section 12 of the Nigerian Constitution. To be sure, ratification is a means by which a nation marks itself